Hello everybody. It's Monday, so I want to get back on these videos. Got a lot going on in my life, which y'all know most of it. And so Saturday night, after I made the video Saturday and caught you up till then, that night I didn't have any, body coming. Well, nobody showed up for supper, so I wasn't going to cook with nobody here. It's just me. So I'm like, and I wanted to go ride my bike. I knew I was going out. Hadn't been out in a long, long time. Now that, I'm kind of on my own by myself. So I said, screw it. Got dressed, got shaved, as you can tell. No more fuzzy face. Shaved my head, got all cleaned up, got on my bike, and I took off. Went up here to a little restaurant and had me a big old burger patty. Lettuce, with a little lettuce, tomato, pickle, and some broccoli and cheese. And it was off the chain. Stayed on my program. You can do that and go out and eat. And so seen some friends there that I knew, talked to them for a little while, and then I took off and went up to a bar having a St. Patty's Day party with a live, kind of a bluesy band. That was very fun. And I seen even more people reconnected with it I hadn't seen in years. So that was very fun. So I left there and went to another place, and it was dead. Left there, went to another place. It was dead. Left there, went to another place, and it was alive. And that was a blast. So I got to ride my bike a lot Saturday night. I mean, a lot. And I had a blast. It was a lot of fun. But, I felt great. I wasn't having hunger pains. I did not drink a drop. I was 4 bars, and I'm drinking water. And of course, everybody there that knew me at all the bars, I seen people I knew, could not believe Tiny was drinking water. They were floored by it. And one guy said, "You go out to the bar to drink water?" I said, "I go out to the bar to meet people, and I don't have to drink to do that." So I stayed on my program 100%, no drinking, full keto day. Saturday turns out I got home about 1 a.m. I got into bed about 1:30. And the most awesome thing about that is I woke up Sunday morning to go to church and I didn't have a hangover. Woohoo, That not drinking is a pretty damn good thing. I kind of liked it. And I actually come home and went to sleep. I didn't come home and pass out. So hoorah for me, right? That was a good thing. I enjoyed that. But I had a great night. Come home, like I said, I got to bed around 1:30ish, something like that. And of course, I'm here by myself. And me and my dog. He's still here right now, but that won't she's going to end up with the dog too, unfortunately. So I got up Sunday morning early. Got up about 7 o'clock because I go to this church and I ride my bike to the church, and they have an offshoot from that church once a month. We meet as a bikers church, full-on bikers. It's very cool. It's an awesome church. They're doing good things. And so I knew somebody else. I know other people that go there, and I text them, "Hey, y'all ride your bikes?" Because I'm riding my bike. It's not raining. I'll be there. And I've always rode my bike to this church. So I got up early at 7 o'clock because I don't have to be there till 9. But I wanted to make sure I made me some breakfast, got me a cup of coffee. Had to have my coffee. You don't want to be around me without coffee. And so I got up, made me some coffee, a couple cups of coffee. I made me some scrambled eggs with just a little bit of bell pepper and onions in it, and a little bit of tomatoes. I mean, very little, but a little. And of course, all my seasonings. Got to make it taste right. My butter, my olive oil. Just on it. You know what I eat. Talked about it 1,000 times. Well, I ate a lot of that same stuff over and over. So I had that. It was absolutely off the chain. Jumped on my bike, took off. It was a beautiful morning, no rain, a little cool. Had my jacket on, got to church, did the church thing. All of us bikers afterwards, we went out to eat for brunch, so to speak. And by then it was 11 o'clock or so, and I actually ended up eating breakfast again. I had a Philly steak and cheese omelet. So I had the Philly meat, had cheese, and I had the omelet. That's it. I told them don't bring me no grits, no nothing else. A matter of fact, I asked for a couple sliced tomatoes to put on top of the omelet and cut it up and eat it with that. And they did. No toast, no grits, no hash browns, no garbage. Just good fat, protein, and a very tiny bit of carbs. So I did that, had some more coffee. Got done there, come on home, and had another friend that I ain't seen in a long time come over. He bought a new bike, so he had to come over and show me his bike. Very beautiful and very cool. So later that night, about 6 o'clock, I had some chicken thawed out. So I did rotisserie chicken and some sauteed green beans in a cast iron skillet. If you ain't never done that, you ain't living. Just take you some green beans, preferably French style cut, in them little strips. Put that in a cast iron skillet. Put you a good amount of butter in there, your salt and your pepper, and you fry it in the butter. You saute them just like you would onions in there. And I'm going to tell you what, them will be the best green beans you've ever had in your life, and you will never cook them any other way again. I promise you. You will love them, and they fit with this program very well because you're getting a lot of the fat from the butter. And I always stick a little olive oil in my pans. Just I always do. And then I still add the butter. But anyhow, that was off the chain. That and the rotisserie style chicken with the rotisserie seasonings. I actually baked it in the oven because they were just pieces. I'd bought, like leg quarters. And, because they have the higher fat content than breast. And I'd rather have the leg quarters anyway. Breast dry out too much. So I did that, sprinkled them down with this rotisserie season I got, and which really don't have anything. It's just seasonings. And baked them suckers, and that's what we had for dinner last night. It was very good. So this morning, Monday morning, I'm back on my fast. Of course, I'm tea and water, and I'm back on my program. So no issues there. Just do my fasting. Break my fast with the breakfast. The eggs and stuff. And then tonight, now I'm making a special dish I want to do. It is going to be lasagna stuffed bell peppers. Of course, no noodles. There's no lasagna noodles in it. It's going to be lasagna style meat. I'm actually using, not hamburger, I'm using Italian seasoned pork. It's already seasoned. That's the way I buy it from that company, Butcher Box. They send it straight. Matter of fact, I got a new order coming, I think today, I hope, while I'm here, so I can put it in the freezer. But anyhow, it's Italian seasoned sausage. I'm gonna, skillet that up with a little bit of bell peppers, a little bit of onions in it, just a little bell peppers, a little bit of onions. I'm actually gonna put a little bit of tomato chunks in there too. I've got some of those already pre-cut up. And you saute that up, cook that up, and then what I'm going to do, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to do this because I just want to. We'll see. I got 4 huge bell peppers. Now, I didn't get the green ones. I got the red, yellow, and orange, okay? And I got 4 big ones. I don't want to make a lot of this. I just want to make enough to eat a couple meals maybe. And so I got 4 really big ones. I'm going to hollow them out, of course, cut the tops off, hollow them out, and then I'm going to boil them. Whole. I'm gonna just boil them for just a little while. I want to go ahead and break them down. I want to get them a little bit tender. I'm not going to extremely boil them, just for a little bit. Once I get them a little tender, then I'm going to set them on a cookie sheet, and I'm going to take this meat and I'm going to fill them up with that meat, and then I'm also going to fill it up with ricotta cheese and also mozzarella cheese. And I'm going to fill that big old, them suckers are that big, they're like freaking 3 to 4 inches tall. They're huge bell peppers. I'm gonna fill them slap full of the meat, the ricotta cheese, and the Parmesan cheese on the top, and then I'm gonna bake them in the oven and let all that bake in there real juicy together. Let them peppers even break down more and get super soft where you can just cut them with a fork, and and just pick at it and eat it, and they should be off the chain. But it's going to be all lasagna meat with the ricotta cheeses and the mozzarella cheeses just stuffed in a pepper. I can't wait. My mouth's watering just talking about it. And that is going to be a perfect keto diet. You can't get no better than that. I'll have my fats in there. I'm using pork. You know, it's got higher fat than hamburger. And of course, I'm going to cook it in butter. Come on, in olive oil. Definitely olive oil. I'll have quite a bit of olive oil in this because it's more of an Italian type dish. So it's going to be off the chain. I can't wait to eat it. I mean, I'm excited about my meal tonight. I'm not hungry. I'm definitely not hungry right now, but I'm excited about it. So that's my deal. I've cooked up some liver I'm going to have tomorrow for lunch. I'm going to take it with me to Jacksonville, and because I want to cook it here, because I can't cook liver up there, and I love liver. God, I love liver. I mean, like I said, I'm going to start eating it every week. It's on my menu every week, at least once a week, and I usually end up eating it twice because I cook a whole package. So that's my Monday. That's it. And then, of course, you know, I'm fasting again after tonight's meal for tomorrow. And so on and so on. Oh, and the other good news is it's Monday, so I weighed this morning. 20 pounds. I am officially 20 pounds lost. I've lost 20 pounds. That's absolutely wonderful. That's great. So I'm back to losing again. So I'm excited about that. But I think I've even lost more inches than what the scales is saying in pounds. That's what's kind of ironic about it and kind of funny about it. Inches matter more than pounds matter. And then, of course, you know, I'm wanting to start working out. So that's going to extremely push things even farther. So I'm excited about that. So anyhow, that's my Monday. That's what's been going on. Everything's going really good. You know, and I'm definitely finished off Sunday for you. You know what I did on Sunday? Pretty simple day and simple food. And then Saturday night was awesome. So I've rode my bike a lot this weekend. I plan on riding it next weekend. I'm going to ride it every weekend. And I'm also, just to mention it, I belong to a riding club. We're not an MC. We're not outlaws. We're not, you know, that kind of club. We're a riding group. And that's my shirt. It's BARI. BARI. It's Bikers Against Radical Islam. And it was going pretty good before I started having all my heart attacks. And we did a lot of rides. We went to Daytona. We've done a lot of things together. And I know this has nothing to do with keto, but it has to do with my life. So it's important to these videos. And then I got where I couldn't do none of that. I was so sick. You know, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't walk. I couldn't function. I couldn't ride my bike. And I started having heart attacks, one right after the other, right after the other, right after the other. You know, 6, 7 heart attacks just last year in 1 year. I was in the hospital every month, you know, for what, 6 to 8 months. And it was terrible. I thought I was going to die quite a few of those times. I really got very close to death. I've seen death. It's not pretty. A little spooky. And so I had to kind of just let that go by the wayside. And I was the one kind of taking care of stuff and making up the rides. Kind of you know, I was kind of in charge, I guess you'd say. I don't want to say that, but kind of. Pretty much. I developed the group here in Florida. But anyhow, it just kind of died off. Well, I'm bringing it back. So that's my goal now, is to get BARI back up and running. So we're fixing to have a huge barbecue here at my house with all of my brothers and sisters to come over. I might even film some of that. But the point is, what I was saying, this is about my life, and these videos are about my life. Before keto, I couldn't do that. Before keto, I had no interest in doing that. I mean, my interest was just surviving every day and not dying every day. That's how important this program is to my life. It's changed everything dramatically in 5 weeks. Come on. I've been doing this 5 weeks. It's completely changed my life in 5 short weeks. And I haven't even exercised yet, remember? I ain't started that yet. I'm going to. I got to. But I haven't. So that's how awesome that plays into my life, as far as I'm going back to my life. I'm getting my life back. I am starting to live my life again. I'm starting to feel like Tiny, who I really am. And that is so super and awesome to me, and very special to me, to actually be able to be myself again. So I just hope I encourage you. You know, I know, if you're in that position, I know where you're at. I know where you've been. I understand, and it's a terrible, terrible thing to get that down and that bad. But you can do this. If I can do this, anybody can do this. I'm just a simple man. If I can do it, you can do it. If it works for me, it'll work for you. So, hey, keep it going. Just stay on that keto program. It works. It's absolutely the bomb. It's wonderful. It is the answers to all questions about this. It's just the answer. And of course, yeah, I incorporate it with fasting, 2 different types of fasting, and I'm going to now incorporate it with all of that plus the exercise. So it's going to be another level, a deeper level, because I got to start preparing that part of my body too. Now that I can, and I actually can now. I know I can. I've already proven it to myself. All of that doubt and insecurity about having the energy to do it is gone. I got it. So that's my next thing. You're going to hear more about that, see more about that. But anyhow, man, y'all have a great day. Y'all have a great week. And I hope you had a great St. Patty's Day. And I hope you will be able to, if you were on this program, you were capable and able to stay on this program through that. Hey, you know how we are about holidays. We're going to eat and drink and do things we probably shouldn't. That's just Americans. So anyhow, hey, more power to y'all. Have fun. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscribes. And I will see y'all tomorrow in Jacksonville eating something. Probably the same thing I always eat. But anyhow, see you then. Y'all have a great day. Bye.